Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nkonye. I'm also known as NdiNaija. Ja. Hello, hello. Why are you saying so many hellos? I have no idea. Let's get on topic. Now, this is video number 3 in my goal setting series. In the first video, we did a brain dump. I did. Y'all watched. Thank you for watching. Oh, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like the video, and after you're done, leave a comment. Okay, so we went through the process of brain dumping my 2020 goals, sorting my 2020 goals into 3 distinct buckets. Well, a little light on the distinct, but 3 buckets: personal, financial, and career. And then I put together a values board. You could call it a values vision board or a vision board, values vision board. The next thing I did was to break down these goals into projects, tasks, and habits. Now that we have all these down, there's one thing that we need to do. We need to review. We need to reflect. We need to look back on the year 2019 and think, what did you do? How did it go? How about those goals you set at the beginning of the year or the end of last year? So yes, I will be taking you through a review and reflection of my goals. And we're going to do that with my power sheets, which is a very, very helpful and handy tool. All right. See you on the overhead. Alrighty friends, I am back. I have my power sheets here and I have the Happy Planner, Happy Notes notebook that I've been putting together my process for 2020 goal setting and achieving. You can check out that playlist it should come up either in a card or at one of the end screens. So, one of the very, very important things about setting new goals is to look back and see what you did previously. Look back at what you did prior. Why did anything work? Why did it work? Why didn't it work? And all that jazz. So we are going to open my 2020 power sheets. I apologize. This is the 2019 power sheets. Now, I don't know if the 2020 power sheet still has this page, but in mine, I had a bunch of things that I thought about doing in 2019. And if you've watched my videos and you look at some of these things, you'll know which ones kind of popped or came through or that I followed through on, and you might know some of them that did not. So I went through the process of putting down my ideas, talking about my stuff that I wanted to do, and meeting my fears and looking at the good things and challenges and all of that and so many things. And then came up with my word of the year, which was margin. Okay, which now takes me to the goals. My goal set or my goal refresh in the first quarter, because I didn't follow through on the first part of the goal setting, and that's part of why I'm using that section. Let's turn to one page, not that. I also didn't use the month of January, but that's neither here nor there. So this is a goal action plan. This was for goal number 10, or what should have been goal number 10. I did not have 10 clear, different, distinct goals. So one thing about the power sheets is it can be overwhelming, but it's important to take it in bite-sized pieces, just one page at a time. Set aside 30 minutes, set aside 1 hour, And before you know it, if you work on it every week or every day and maybe take a break here and there, you'll finish it before you know it. Okay, so these were the main goals. This is supposed to be 2019, and you'll see it here in my summer refresh. So every 3 months in Power Sheets, you have a goal refresh. I'm planning on carrying on that tradition in 2020, even though I'm not fully using these Power Sheets, because I will be in my Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner. So the major thing I wanted to do this year was pay off credit cards, cultivate wellness, cultivate personal development as well, commit to spiritual growth and discipline. So there were several little things that were in each one. And in addition to my Power Sheets, I kind of made these 2 sheets here, and I figured that it's sort of 2 big picture goals, or 2 themes, 2 intentions. The main threads or intentions for my life right now are that I want to be well, and at the time it was to cultivate contentment, because I was trying to get a rein on the things I have and using the things I have as opposed to just acquiring more when I couldn't find something. And there are a bunch of things in here. You'd have to watch that video, and it was something I did on a live video months and months and months and months ago. So these are some of the things. Now, we are going to review. I've already started the page for it, and this is my 2019 reflection. So we're going to do a bit of review. Now's the hard part. Well, it's not hard, it's just work. It's what you got to do. Goal number 1. Do I want to use this? Nope. I'll just make it plain and simple. You don't need much embellishment. You don't need to use stickers. You can just write out the word reflection in 2019. This filler paper is from the Happy Planner, and the stickers are also from Happy Planner. So, first goal, or goal number 1. Since the major thing for me was, let's take this out of the way too. Since the major thing for me was to pay off my credit cards, that was the first goal. And now in reflecting, I would like to ask myself, did I accomplish this? Or did I not accomplish it? The next question that I'm going to ask after this, A, did you do this or did you not? The next question that I would ask myself is, what helped or hindered? And I think I need to leave a little bit of space. And when I previously did this, I put a bunch of lines and I did it underneath, but you can do it however you want. I think I want to underline it. Not with this ruler. So second thing, what helped or hindered me? And this should actually be an asterisk. So the next question I'm asking is, what helped me, or what hindered me or went wrong? So if there was a problem or an obstacle in my path, I need to ask myself what it is. I need to identify it. And if I'm going to continue with that goal for the next year, I need to figure out how to mitigate it, right? So it's important to ask yourself all these questions because you want to have a great grip and a better picture of what it is you're doing. And the last question that I would ask myself is, what did I learn? And this is it. This is the simple, very simple setup for my reflection. And I'm just going to walk you guys through it and put 2 more goals down, and then we will be done. So, did I pay off my credit cards? This is December. No, I still have a big credit card that has, how much does it have on it now? I forget, but it's under $4,000. So I did not achieve this goal. However, I've done pretty well in paying off credit cards. I started the year with about 6 or so credit cards. Yes, I had Amazon, Macy's, Lane Bryant, Sam's, and something else. And now I'm down to 1. Yes, I started with either 5 or so, and now I'm down to 1. I'm not adding any more debt to it. I'm coming down, going down. So even though I did not accomplish this goal, I'm pretty happy with my progress, right? So what helped me? A, budgeting. Budgeting was very helpful to me. Tracking my spending was also very helpful. Tracking my spending, committing to paying off debt, that was a big one. And that's a thing that you'll see here. I have planned spending, use the debt snowball, commit to paying off debt, and pay off debt. These were the steps that I figured that I should take, in addition to other things, to achieve financial freedom, or to work towards financial freedom. That was the big picture goal. Okay. So I budgeted, I tracked my spending, and I planned my spending. So, what hindered me? And I probably need to take this and put it on a different line. Let's do that. So what hindered or went wrong? Ugh. Don't like to write in Oh, I do hope you guys can see that. I think I should zoom in a little more. Yes, a little more. Okay. So what hindered me or went wrong? I need to, A, not overspend. B, I need to make more money. C, I need to figure out a way to resolve stress without spending. So what hindered or went wrong? Overspending, stress, and I would say improper management or planning. I'll just write MGT. Improper management and planning. So I did some planning, but it could be better, right? Everybody could be better at something. So that's that. And then the last line is, what did I learn? And that's a big one, because it's not all about, yay, I made the goal, I didn't make the goal. What did you learn? Did I learn something about myself in the process? Did I learn something about how I do things, about my routines? What did I learn? I learned, especially with this goal, that that in order for me to stay on budget, I need to pace myself. So one, I need to pace myself because I said, oh, I want to pay off credit cards. It was an audacious goal. It was an audacious goal. I didn't see that I had the means to do it at the beginning of the year. So there was a bit of hope, prayer, miracles in between. And that's not to say it still can't happen, but I didn't have as firm a plan, so to speak. Perhaps if after I had looked at this and reflected on what I had done the previous year, maybe I would have come with a more measured and manageable goal while keeping the big, hairy, audacious goal on the side, right? So I learned that I need to pace myself. I can't do everything at once. I'm raising a child. I'm a mom. I have a home. And then, middle of the year, my parents live with me. Stuff happens. Stuff happens. So, yes, court cases come up for whatever reason. So I've learned that I need to pace myself. I've also learned that I need to plan my spending better. And then lastly, lastly, I need to stay on budget. No, that wouldn't be last. That's third. Thirdly, I need to stay on budget. And fourth, I need to give myself some wiggle room. So we're going to add another line here. 3, stay on budget. And 4, have some wiggle room. Yes, be kind to yourself. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yes. Have some wiggle room. Okay, so that's the first one. If you all have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to continue this for the next set of goals for my cultivating wellness, my personal development, and my spiritual discipline. Alrighty, I've gone ahead and written in all the goals, the 4 goals that I had, and my reflection on these goals. So the first one I did with you guys, pay off credit cards. I did not accomplish that. However, I made progress. I made good progress. So I'm going to give myself a little sticker to say, hey, you did great, doing good, making progress and such. And we're going to do this. Yes, I made progress. What helped me was budgeting, tracking my spending, and planning my spending. What hindered me were insufficient funds, overspending, stress, improper management, and planning. The major thing, though, is insufficient funds, because if I had all the money I needed, I would have been able to pay it all off. But because I had other obligations and life and such, it happened the way it happened. I learned that I need to pace myself and plan my spending better when I have a financial goal, to give myself adequate space to achieve said goal. Second item was to cultivate wellness. And I was to cultivate wellness by going to bed early, increasing eating of veggies, decreasing carbs and sugar, and growing my exercise routine. Now, during the course of the year, I ended my gym membership because I wasn't going. And it was an opportunity for me to put money back into my budget. However, there were other things I could have done. Going to the park, for example. There are a couple of things I could have done. So as the year has gone on and things have changed a little bit, I've decided to change my approach towards exercise. So I'm going to call that did not accomplish. However, I also made progress, which you guys will see in 2 seconds. So, what helped me was setting and maintaining routines. A lot of my monthly power sheets, 10 list videos have to do with my morning and evening routines. Let's show you an example. Not a great example, but it's one where I had my water, morning routine, evening routines, eating salads, iron, and I even did a gratitude challenge at the time. This is another one. I had daily routines, morning, evening, exercise, salad, and vitamins. So I figured out that setting and maintaining routines for these particular items, cultivating my wellness, will help me. If I ensure that I go to bed on time, that means I can wake up early, make time to do the things that I need to do, including exercise, including tiny meal preps and such. So what hindered me or what went wrong? Not giving time to meal prep or exercise, snacking, and stress. I am, would I say unfortunately or fortunately, one of those people who gain weight when I'm stressed. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous. But it is what it is. That's your body or my body, hormones and evolution and such. So what did I learn? I learned that my daily routines need to include things that'll move my needle forward. I also need to incorporate smaller meal preps throughout the week, like boiling my eggs or making my vegetables for 2 days instead of trying to do it all at once, say on Sunday. So that doesn't really work for me because I get overwhelmed. I have to go to church, I have to do shopping, I have to take the kid to swim class, and so on and so forth. So I'm simplifying my routines and simplifying and removing a few things to give myself time to rest and to, meal prep, get ready for the week. Third item was to commit to personal development. I'm going to say I smashed that goal. You know why? The major thing for me was reading. I love to read, or at least I would say loved to read. But when I had a kid and life was upheaven, no, that's not the word. But after I had TJ and went through the process of divorce, just a lot of things changed. And I was trying to get back to my routine and reading and personal development. And I've gotten very much back on track. I listen to audiobooks every day. I mostly read nonfiction for now, but that's the stage of life I'm in currently. So I listen to my audiobooks. At first, these are the things that I had, right? I said I would read before bed. I figured very quickly that that's not me. It's never been me. I like to go to bed and sleep, or I'm reading somewhere else. Journaling, writing gratitude, I do that. Listen to my audiobooks daily, writing out my bookmarks after reading my audiobooks. Now I need to get better at this one, but I will say this big picture goal of personal development was a smash. What helped me? The major thing that helped me was including reading in my routine. In my habit tracking notebook, I have where I read my audiobooks. See, my audio Bible and audiobook every day. And that's self-explanatory. What hindered or went wrong? I wouldn't say that anything hindered or went wrong. I figured out that I'm not the type of person that would read in bed before bed. So that's just it. What did I learn? I learned that I need to adjust as I go along. Just as I quickly discovered that I'm not the type of person to read before bed, instead of trying to force myself to do that, I adjusted. I said, okay, I will do it while I'm driving. Listen while I'm driving. So I'm not listening to other things. I will read during that time. So I learned to be creative with my available time. That's a thing I learned. The last item was to commit to spiritual growth and discipline. The way I intended to do that was to listen to my audio Bible daily, commit to tithing, grow in tithing, and contribute to my singles ministry. Those were 4 things that I wanted to do. And I accomplished that goal. Yay! Praise the Lord. Yes. So you saw when I showed you the habit tracking notebook that I had the audio Bible there. I listen to my audio Bible daily. I also write out scriptures every day. Well, I'm not able to write scriptures every single day, but I'm able to catch up. So let's say I write Monday, I write Tuesday, and then Wednesday I have very, very early meetings. Thursday I have a very early meeting. That's a standing meeting every week. So I may not be able to get Wednesday and Thursday, but then Thursday evening, usually I'm able to go back and write it all out. And recently, I've even taken to starting devotion in the morning. And that's good. So I get to read in bed before I get out of bed. And that's been great. So what helped me was my daily routines. The next thing I have here is active budgeting. I decided that I wanted to commit to tithing and grow in tithing. I've been a tither for a very long time, but when life happened, upheavals and such, and I was in complete survival mode, tithing did not occur. I'm not ashamed to say that. God is my refuge and my strength. He is a wonderful God and understands, right? So I was unable to pay tithe. And then after a while, the nudge started coming to really look into my finances and start paying tithe. And this year, my goal in spiritual discipline, because it's a discipline for me, my goal was to not only get into the routine of it, not say, oh, I'll pay this month and then 2 months later, to do it every single month and to increase. And I have accomplished that goal. I've increased my tithe twice. Is it twice or 3 times? I forget, but it's at least twice this year. So the amount that I am giving towards tithe. So that was great. The other thing was giving my time. I was contributing to my singles ministry. I was on the leadership team until scheduling with the child did not permit for me to continue. So that's that. What hindered me or went wrong? Nothing went wrong. Yeah. And what did I learn? I learned that it is important to portion my time appropriately. Yes. All these big words just to say time management. So that's it. That's it. We have done a few things, and I hope you've enjoyed this process with me. We've sorted, put the values down, we've broken down the goals, and now we have reflected. Thanks so much for joining me. I do hope you subscribe, like the video, and comment down below what you think about this, and if you've reflected on your 2019 goals. I hope you're able to do that and see where you are so that you can be sure of where you want to go. All right. Thanks, y'all. Bye.